Have you ever stopped to think about how nature manages to create true works of art in the form of horns? Some animals carry such impressive structures on their heads that they look like something out of a fantasy film. But it's not just their size that catches the eye. Each of these horns tells a story of survival, adaptation, and power. In today's video, we'll explore the 10 animals with the largest and most amazing horns in the world. Get ready to meet unique creatures whose natural weapons are also symbols of grandeur and wild beauty. So like, subscribe, and let's get started. 1. Rasputin the goat. The Rasputin goat is not a species, but a legendary individual who gained worldwide fame for having the largest horns ever recorded on a domestic goat. Born in Austria, this alpine goat breed impresses with its long, curved, and spiral horns that exceed 3 meters in length each. The horns grow sideways in an almost symmetrical pattern, giving the goat an almost mythological appearance. In addition to her impressive appearance, Rasputin the goat entered the Guinness World Records as the goat with the largest horns in the world. This has turned the animal into a tourist attraction and an icon of the region where she lives. Many visitors travel just to see her up close, enchanted by her unusual and imposing appearance. But what makes this goat even more interesting is that its horns are not only large, but also dense and heavy. Estimates suggest that the complete pair may weigh more than 15 kilograms, requiring extraordinary body balance. These horns continue to grow throughout the animal's life, which raises the question, how long could they get? 2. Rhinoceros. The rhinoceros is one of the most iconic animals on the planet, and its horns are as famous as its robust appearance. There are 5 different species, but the longest and most impressive horns usually belong to the white rhinoceros and the black rhinoceros. The front horn can exceed 5 meters in length and is made of keratin, the same material as human fingernails. Unlike many animals with bony horns, the rhinoceros horn grows continuously throughout its life.
Historically, rhino horns have been associated with mystical and medicinal powers in various cultures, especially in Asia, where illegal trade is still a major threat. However, in African cultures, the rhino horn also represents strength, bravery, and spiritual protection. It is a symbol of leadership and, in some tribes, a prestigious ritual item.
Interestingly, although they are mainly used for defense and territorial disputes, rhinos also use their horns to interact with their environment, digging, breaking branches, or lifting objects. And here's a curious fact. In some conservation parks, horns are safely removed to protect animals from illegal hunting, proving that their existence is valuable even without the presence of this iconic structure. 3. Three-horned cow. Imagine looking at a cow and realizing that instead of the usual 2 horns, it has 3. This rare condition is known as polycornia, a genetic anomaly that results in the development of 1 or more extra horns. The three-horned cow is not a specific species, but rather a curious phenomenon that has been recorded in various parts of the world, especially in rural areas of India, Nepal, and Africa. Historically, animals with unusual physical characteristics such as this were often seen as mystical or spiritual signs. In some cultures, tricorn cows were revered as divine entities or messengers of the gods, attracting pilgrimages and rituals in their honor. These cases have even been documented in newspapers and veterinary studies due to their rarity and cultural impact. The third horn usually grows in the center of the forehead and can vary from a few centimeters to a size comparable to the side horns. This depends on the bone development and health of the animal. Despite its peculiar appearance in most cases, the third horn does not cause pain or limitations, but it certainly arouses curiosity and amazement in those who see it. 4. Ibex. The ibex is a type of wild goat that lives in mountainous terrain in Europe, Asia, and North Africa. The most striking feature of these animals is their long, curved, spiral horns, which can exceed 1 meter in length in adult males. These horns not only grow backward in elegant arcs, but also feature rings that indicate the animal's age, functioning almost like tree rings. In alpine history and mythology, the ibex is a symbol of endurance and courage. Hunters and mountain peoples have always admired it for its ability to climb almost vertical cliffs with unbelievable ease, even while carrying enormous horns that defy balance. In ancient times, hunting an ibex was considered a feat worthy of prestige and extreme skill. One of the most incredible curiosities is the use of horns during disputes between males, especially during the mating season. These battles are true sound spectacles in the mountains, with horns colliding forcefully in fights that can last for hours. Despite this, ibexes rarely injure themselves seriously, as their horns act as natural shock absorbers. 5. Bharal. The bharal, also known as the Himalayan blue sheep, is an amazing animal that lives in the high altitudes of Tibet, Nepal, and India. Despite its name, it is not exactly blue. Its coat has grayish tones that blend in with the rocky environment, making it a master of camouflage. Its curved horns, which arch sideways and then backward, are one of its most striking features, reaching over 70 centimeters in length in males. In Tibetan culture, the bharal is often associated with peace and spiritual harmony. Monks and pilgrims see it as a symbol of connection with nature and resistance to the difficulties of life at extreme altitudes. Interestingly, the bharal also appears in local legends as the guardian of sacred mountains. In addition to its effective camouflage, the bharal uses its horns in impressive duels during the mating season. These confrontations, although they appear violent, follow a kind of natural protocol. They measure their strength until one gives up, rarely causing serious injury. And the most curious thing? Despite its robust appearance and large horns, the bharal is incredibly agile and can jump between rocks with an ease that would make any climber jealous. 6. Scimitar-horned oryx. The scimitar-horned oryx, also known as the Sahara oryx, is one of the most elegant antelopes in the world. Its long, thin horns, slightly curved backward, resemble the famous scimitars, curved swords used by Arab warriors. They can reach up to 1-2 meters in length in both sexes, making this animal one of the champions of symmetry and aesthetics among horned animals. Historically, the scimitar-horned oryx inhabited the vast plains and semi-arid regions of North Africa. Unfortunately, it was declared extinct in the wild at the end of the 20th century due to overhunting and habitat loss. But there is hope. Reintroduction programs have managed to bring this majestic animal back to its natural environment in protected reserves. In addition to its beauty, the oryx has incredible adaptations for surviving in extreme climates. It can go days without drinking water, absorbing the necessary moisture from food alone. Its horns, although delicate in appearance, are powerful weapons. Intense fights between individuals have been recorded, and even successful defenses against predators such as lions. These horns are not just for show, they are natural weapons for survival. 7. Ankole Watusi. The Ankole Watusi is a breed of cattle native to Central Africa, especially Uganda and Rwanda, and is famous for its absolutely colossal horns. These horns can exceed 4 meters in span from tip to tip, and are considered the longest of any bovine. In addition to their size, they are almost cylindrical in shape, with internal cavities that aid in thermal regulation, functioning as a natural air conditioner for the animal. Culturally, the Ankole Watusi is much more than a farm animal. For many African tribes, especially the Tutsi, it represents status, wealth, and pride. It is common for the horns to be decorated or varnished, transforming the cattle into living symbols of social prestige. In ceremonies and important events, these oxen are displayed as trophies of nobility. The most surprising thing is that, even with these gigantic horns, the Ankole Watusi moves with incredible lightness. They are tame, docile, and have a majestic presence. On farms and in zoos around the world, this breed catches everyone's attention with its unique and imposing appearance, as if it were a living sculpture parading calmly among the pastures. 8. Giant eland. The giant eland, also known as Taurotragus derbianus, is the largest antelope in the world. Found mainly in the forests and savannas of Central and West Africa, this animal can reach up to 8 meters in height at the shoulder and weigh over a ton. Its spiral horns are truly impressive, exceeding 2 meters in length in males and featuring elegant, well-defined curves. In the culture of several African tribes, the giant eland is a symbol of strength and respect. Due to its majestic size, it appears in traditional stories as a protective spirit of nature. For a long time, it was hunted for its meat and ornamental horns, which put the species at risk. Today, conservation efforts are working to protect it, mainly in areas such as South Sudan and Cameroon. A fascinating curiosity is that despite its colossal size, the giant eland is agile and silent. It can run at surprising speeds and jump over obstacles up to 2 meters high. The horns are used in combat between males during the mating season, in disputes that look like ritual choreography between giants. 9. Black antelope. The black antelope, also known as Hippotragus niger, is one of the most elegant and majestic creatures of the African savanna. Adult males have a shiny black coat, which contrasts with their long, backward-curving horns, which can exceed 5 meters in length. Females also have horns, although they are smaller and less curved. These horns are used both for defense and for disputes between males. This antelope is of great cultural importance in several regions of southern Africa. In the tradition of the Zulu people, for example, it is a symbol of nobility and bravery, and its image has appeared on coats of arms and coins. In sports, it is also the mascot of the South African national rugby team, known as the sable antelope in English, a true emblem of strength and dignity. An interesting fact about the black antelope is its strategic behavior. During confrontations with predators, it does not flee immediately like other antelopes. Instead, it holds its ground and, if necessary, uses its horns as sharp weapons. There are records of successful attacks on lions, making it a respected opponent in the savanna. 10. Texas Longhorn. The Texas Longhorn is a breed of cattle native to the United States, famous for its impressive horns, which can extend over 5 meters from tip to tip, an absolute record among cattle. With genetic origins linked to Iberian breeds brought to the New World in the 16th century, these animals developed unique characteristics thanks to natural selection and life in the American Old West. The Longhorn has become a cultural symbol of the United States, especially the state of Texas, where it is celebrated as an icon of independence, resilience, and pioneering spirit. Its striking appearance appears in sports logos, sculptures, flags, and even parades. During the 19th century, this breed was vital to American cattle ranching, being taken on large migrations called cattle drives. In addition to their gigantic horns, what is surprising about Texas Longhorns is their docility and intelligence. They are hardy animals, capable of surviving in harsh conditions, and come in an incredible variety of coat colors. The horns are not only used for defense, but also help regulate body temperature and are used in ritualistic fights between males, a true spectacle of strength and strategy. These were just some of the animals with the largest and most impressive horns on the planet. But nature still holds many surprising secrets. If you enjoyed this journey through exotic creatures and fascinating stories, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next videos. Here, you'll always find interesting facts that challenge what we think we know about the animal world. And believe me, what's coming next will surprise you even more.